And we're going to shift our way into the left leg as we lift our right heel up towards the sky. And then we're going to point the toe and draw the knee in towards the thumbs, coming into a single leg plank. Then push back and up into three-legged dog and heel up as high as you can. And then drawing the right knee towards the right elbow. Nice strong one for the abdominals and shoulders. Inhale up. And last time we're going to draw across towards the left elbow. And then we get to sink that knee down and come into a lovely pigeon stretch. So taking that back thigh back as far as you can, trying to center your hips here. And then coming forward over the bent knee, resting your head on your stacked fists or hands or just on the floor. That nice stretch on the outside of the glute, buttock there on the right side. And we'll just press into the hands to lift up. Good, and when you're ready, press back into the floor. Tuck the left foot under and then stretch back into plank for a moment and then back up into downward dog. So shifting the weight into the right foot to lift the left leg up as high as you can with the in-breath. As you exhale, swing that knee towards the thumbs in the middle. Inhale, press back and up through the heel, and then twisting over towards the right elbow. Inhale, back up, and coming to the outside of the left elbow and planting the knee down in between the thumbs and walk that thigh back. And sinking into our sleeping pigeon pose. And resting here. Receiving that beautiful deep stretch into the hips and buttocks. Letting go as much as you can. And getting ready to lift up as we press the hands into the floor. Sitting onto your buttocks as we open the legs out as wide as comfortable. Okay, it's usually quite a strong stretch for most people. So generally quite tight in this area here. We're just going to walk forward with the hands to wherever you get to. You might be too much to go forward, so just take the hands back behind. That might be enough. Otherwise, just walk it forward until you feel a really nice stretch into that inner thigh. And you can relax the feet here. You drop the head down. And just let the breath go in and out through the nostrils, helping to calm the mind and relax the body. And one more breath here. And pressing back up. And we'll just swing the legs around. Go lengthways on the mat. We'll bring the left foot into the right thigh, the inner thigh. Raising up through the arm, inhale. Exhale, coming forward into forward bend. Holding onto your foot or lower leg. and sinking down. And your next in-breath, reaching forward with the hands, reaching up to the sky, and allowing your arms to float back down the floor. Bend that left leg up, take it across the body, and using the right arm to wrap around, press the fingers back behind you to help lift and lengthen through the spine, and turning the head, closing the eyes if you wish. Getting that lovely release in the spine and again in the buttocks. And bringing the head back around, shoulders, and extending out through the legs, shaking them out. Or you can bend the right foot now, place the right foot into the left inner thigh. We'll reach up and exhale forward, holding on wherever you can, and drawing yourself down towards the leg. Doesn't matter how far you go here, it's wherever you can hold and feel a good stretch in your back and down through the back of the legs or the leg. And your next breath, reach forward and up, inhale. Exhaling, hands coming down to the floor. Extend out through both legs and just pause here. Looking up tall through the crown. And then we'll bend at the knees. And just take a moment here to lift the toes up. Let's come into a little bit of a abdominal stimulating pose. As you can, if you want it a little bit more gentle, hold to the back of the legs. If you want it a little bit stronger, stretch up through the legs, or you can go somewhere in between. Trying to lift the chest so we're not sinking back through that back area. We're lifting up, keeping the spine long, abdominals active. And one more breath. We're going to sink down to the floor. You can either pop your feet on the floor or take us down, and then take yourself rolling down slowly. And relax the back. And just side to side with the knees. Okay, getting ready for bridge pose as you bring your feet shoulder width apart. Press your hands and shoulder blades into the ground. Start to tuck that tailbone, scoop it under, drawing in on those little muscles in the lower abdominals and pelvic floor, and then start to squeeze your buttocks, lift your hips, and walk your shoulder blades in a little bit more. So here you can interlace the hands and go up a little bit higher into the shoulder blades. Make sure you're really tucking that chin in towards the chest. to protect the neck and keeping the thighs parallel. Just going to take some deep belly breaths. You even be able to see your belly expanding and contracting. So just one more big breath into the belly. Release the hands if you've got them laced behind you and sink slowly down to your mat. And then here we'll just bring the knees up. So you can either stay here just with a knee hug to release that lower back, or you can come into happy baby pose as you grab a hold of your big toes, inner or outer foot, or you can either hold in around the backs of your legs. So just see what works for you. And just opening up through the groin, bringing the thighs to the outside of the ribs if you're doing this variation. Otherwise, just stay in knee hug. You may like to rock a little bit here. May feel good for that lower back. Take some nice big breaths. And bring the knees back in together. Release one leg at a time down to the floor. And getting now to a comfortable Shavasana pose. Taking some time to really settle into the mat. To really let go the whole physical body. Taking a moment for yourself to recharge, re-energize. Ready for your day. You can stay here resting and relaxing as long as you like. And I hope you enjoyed that short routine, and I hope it made you feel a little more energized and refreshed. Namaste.